First down for this offense. Toss sweep to the left. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to...
Looking to take a shot. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Lavis. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lavis. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. They're testing the right side here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Flames want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the air. It's Salter. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Wide out in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From from the gun. He'll try to throw for it on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Flames. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Dropping back, it's Salter. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Liberty!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot. You see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Labus. Time to take a shot. He caught it, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it, takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Fires and picked off. Powers through. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to go and attack.
Right back to the well. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Third down. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Hawaii, 28, Liberty, 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make...
Got a lot of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Warriors! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Salter. Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Flames! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The give as they work on that clock. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll go to the ground. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Notre Dame. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Feeling some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're going to throw it again. Floats it out in space. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now You're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass, it's Lavis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He's going to run it. He's loose at the 15. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He wants a big play here late. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.